Today is June 11th, 2020. I just stepped on the scale and I weighed 280.4. Last year, January 1st, 2019, I weighed 381. I am 100 pounds now. I did it. I did it by myself. These are not sad tears. I did it.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I am officially 100 pounds down. I reached that goal on June 11th and I wanted to make a video to upload, but I cried so much that day, just so many happy tears, because I have been overweight my whole life. Like, when I say my whole life, I was born a big baby, I was a big child, I was a big teenager, I was a big, obviously, adult. And I've been on diets my whole life. I've always tried to lose weight, and I've never been able to accomplish these type of goals until I changed my mindset. So the first thing I want to say is I did not lose all this weight by fasting. I don't know why people keep assuming that I just fasted. I mean, it took me a year and 6 months to lose 100 pounds. And I promise you, I didn't fast for a year and 6 months. So I started this journey January 1st, 2019, and I weighed 381 pounds. And just for reference, I have my little book right here, and it has all my weights and things like that. So, like I said, I started January 1st, 2019 at 381. And March 1st, I was 374. So if you count how many pounds I lost, it was not that many, because I did not focus on losing weight. I focused on my mental. I focused on what is it that stops me from doing the things that I should do for myself. Excuse me, I have a bit in my eye. I always took care of everybody. Everybody. My kids, my family. And I made time for everybody but myself. I always made sure everybody else was healthy. I mean, I cooked them the best foods. And then when it came down to me, I was doing horrible things. So I had to figure out, why am I mistreating myself? Why am I not taking care of the body that God gave me? Why am I not doing the things that I know I can do? So I had to really dig deep and figure out those things. And then I had to figure out how to love myself. I knew I didn't love myself. However, I just didn't know how bad it was. And I had to figure that out. Over the years, I've read so many self-help books. How to love yourself, how to get confidence, how to... none of that fluffy stuff helped me. I had to figure out the way that worked for me and work my steps. And so that's what I did. I focused on my mental for the first 5 months of my journey. I really didn't start on my food until May. So I really focused for 5 months of the first year of simply loving myself, working the steps on how to love myself, how to make sure I put me first. I always put everybody else first, even my kids. I cannot put my kids first if I'm not taken care of. So many things happened to me the year prior that made me want to change, and I just couldn't find a way to change. And one day I'll talk about it. However, right now I'm just not. Sorry, I keep looking down. I want to look at this book. So, where is it? So we'll go to April. April, I was 363. So I wasn't making any changes with my food or anything like that. I wasn't doing anything in April. I just was losing simply, I don't know, maybe I had a conscious effort of knowing, and the methods I was choosing to do of loving myself made me look at food a little differently. It made me want to do better for myself. Slowly, it started to change. I wanted to do better. I want to live. So that's what happened. So in May, I felt like I was ready to tackle food. I was ready to figure out what was so bad with my eating. I figured out that I'm addicted to sugar. I'm addicted to food. I eat my feelings. Um, those are the things that I figured out. I've been vegetarian since October 31st, 2017. So people assume, oh, you're vegetarian, you should be skinny. Baby, the only thing I don't eat is meat. I can eat pizza all day long. I can eat, you get where I'm going? I can eat any, just because I'm vegetarian doesn't mean I'm going to be skinny, okay? There's so many bad things. Even if you're vegan, there's so many bad options to have if you choose it. And so, excuse me, I'm going to take a break and take a little sip of soup. I broke my fast today. I'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, so in May, I decided to focus on my food. Excuse my phone. In May, I decided to focus on food, and I did not count calories. This whole journey, I haven't counted 1 calorie, and I don't plan to start. It's not something that I will continue to do for the rest of my life, so I'm not going to do it. This journey was about learning myself, learning how to eat properly, and what is going to be sustainable for me after I reach my goal, whatever that is. I don't have a specific number. My goal is just healthy, period. So, and then when I feel like I look good, I feel like I look good now. Don't get it twisted. However, I don't want to look better. So, I don't even know what I was just talking about. Oh my God. Pause. Okay, so I wanted to make sure what I'm doing now is going to be sustainable for me for the rest of my life. And counting calories is not something that I'm going to do. I've done that before and it just didn't work. And I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to do it forever. I'm not. So I learned to just eat clean. And I'll get into that in a different video. And that's how I eat. I know that I cannot have certain things. Not right now. And maybe not ever. I don't know. Because certain things trigger me to want to continue to eat them and eat them and eat them and eat them. I try to find different alternatives. Like for me, French fries. I love French fries. However, if I eat them once, I eat them the next day. And then 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 I will continue until I'm like, God damn, like, girl, what are you doing? I don't want to do that anymore. So I know I can't do that. So I made an alternative. I will not sweet potato fries. I don't eat that shit. Is nasty. But I make avocado fries. And I know it sounds weird, but it's so good. It's so good. I'm going to have to make a video on it. And they taste amazing. So that's my food part. So part 1 was mental. Getting that right. Learning to love myself. Part 2 was my food. Part 3, and I've been fasting this for 3 years. I fast on and off. That's nothing new. And I will say this. Fasting was only maybe 5 to 10% of my weight loss. 5 to 10%. Look at this. I was crying this morning. Just on the fact that I have done so amazing. Anyways. So mental, food, fasting. Now, before mental, and I forgot to mention this, I don't know how I forgot. It's God. I had to pray. I had to give it to God and let Him guide me where He wanted me to go. And, man, it's such a beautiful journey. Such a beautiful journey. And without Him, I wouldn't have been able to complete none of this. That's number 1. And so that's how I lost the weight. After all those things came working out. That's not something that came easy for me because, 1, I hate that shit. Like, I'm just going to be honest. I still don't care for working out. I do it because, listen, I know this is going to sound weird, but I hate working out. And I dislike working out a lot. However, I love, after I'm done with the workout, I love how I hurt. I know that sounds weird, But you know the hurt you get a little bit after you work out, and it lets you know like, dang, you know, you work out your butt and you feel it in your thighs and your butt hurt, or you work out your abs and you feel it in your stomach, you work out your arms and you feel it in your. I love it. Like I'm like, oh, I did that, and so I go off of those emotions. Like, okay, I want to feel that, so I do it. During the workout, I'm like, oh my god, I hate this. But after, I'm like, okay, I did that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little weird, but that's what works for me. I'm not so hard on myself with the workouts. I'm really not. I do it fun. I do what is fun for me, and if I don't like it, I don't do it. Now, onto my fast. I stopped my water fast on today will be day 12. So I did a full fast yesterday, which was day 11. So I did 11 full days of a fast, but I stopped. And I said I was going to stop my fast when it affects my workouts. I've been building up stamina. I started jogging every other day. And this water fast took me so far down. My energy level was so far down. I couldn't do anything. I did it for the first few days. I even went hiking. I showed you guys that. But everything has been getting harder and harder and harder. And I don't want to lose what I built so far with my stamina. So I cut that off. That's why I'm eating my lovely vegetable broth to break my fast. And I have my handy dandy gallon of water. Tongue is disgusting. But that's a part of the fast. So, yeah. Oh, good. It's spicy. I didn't even put anything spicy in it. So, yeah, that is how I lost 100 pounds. One day I'll go more in detail on exactly what I did, what was the mental steps that I took, because I feel like there's so much fluffy crap out there, and none of it, I mean, maybe it works for you, and that's okay. But for me, that didn't work. Like, none of that worked for me. Counting calories, nah, I'm not going to do that for the rest of my life. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend. You know, working out 5 hours a day, nah, I'm not going to do that. So I had to make plans that worked for me. You know, and also, I forgot to mention, I have not told any of my family what I'm doing. And for you, maybe you need that. But for me, no. Before, I used to always want people to notice, look at me, look at what I'm doing, acknowledge what I'm doing, and praise me for what I'm doing. And if I didn't get it, it made me break down a little bit. Like, you're not seeing the hard work I'm putting in? And during those mental months that I took, I had to realize that I have to only worry about myself. I cannot worry about somebody else looking at what I'm doing and praising me for it. It's not their job. It's my job to motivate me. It's my job to see what I'm doing and continue. It's my job. Nobody is going to push me. Nobody is going to make me do it. Nobody can push me to do anything but myself. Because if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. And so I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. And to this day, they still don't know. They'll see me and say, wow, what are you doing? You lost a lot of weight. I'm like, have I? Did I? And then I keep it moving. Simply because, you know, you have some family members that are supportive and you have some family members that are not and want to make comments on how you do what you do. And I'm not here for it. I don't argue with what I do with anybody. Online, in live, in person, period. I'm going to do what's right. Excuse me, my phone is losing battery. I'm going to do what's right for me at all times. And just like with social media, you put on there what you're doing. And I'm documenting this for myself. If this helps somebody, that's amazing, and I love that. But this is for me first. Me. And, you know, I'm on different social media platforms. And on some of them, people want to come on there and tell you what you should and shouldn't do. I don't even reply. I simply block and keep it moving because I don't have time to argue with anybody about my body and what I do for myself. I'm grown as hell. Can't nobody tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I done ran off on a tangent. off the whole subject of what I'm supposed to be talking about. Sorry, but I lost 100 pounds. Oh my god! So I'm gonna enter the video next of me crying the morning of, and some of the videos that I posted on TikTok, and a video of me before and after. So stay tuned for that if you want to see it. Thanks for watching. So I couldn't figure out a way to put the TikTok videos on my video, but I'm going to leave a link in the description box if you want to watch those. Also, I was going to delete this whole thing because the angle is horrible and because I was just rambling a little bit. And I had tear stains from tears of joy. However, I don't feel like recording it, re-recording. So, hopefully it was easy to get through this whole video. Thanks for watching. Bye.